everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a haul slash first impressions review on the brand new matte lip collection that MAC recently came out with, and they released them on their website last Thursday, and they will be in stores this coming Thursday, which I hope I will have this video up before then so that you can watch it and, you know, make your decision on what you want to get. So in this collection, MAC released 3 brand new Pro Longwear blushes, which are now permanent per my conversation with MAC just a minute ago. And then they have 6 Pro Longwear lip liners. 4 of them are already in the permanent collection, and then there are 2 that are brand new, and one of them was a re-promote, but both of the new ones are now permanent as well. And then for the lipsticks, they released 8 lipsticks, of which 1 is a permanent color, and that one is Heroine. So how this video is going to run is that I'm going to talk about my first impressions first and how I feel about the formula, and talk to you about my general first impressions, my experience with the product, and then I'm going to show you the products that I got and then show you some swatches and also some dupes. So first I want to talk to you about the Pro Longwear blushes, and I got all 3 of them, and I'm kind of glad that I did because these are definitely not like the regular MAC blushes. I feel like they're so much smoother and they apply so much smoother on the skin as well, and I love the formula. I love that they're so silky and they feel really creamy to the touch, and they feel very lightweight on the skin. They're very finely milled and they don't apply patchy on the skin. And the only thing that I was kind of wondering was that I don't know why MAC included these blushes in the matte lip collection, the matte lip, just because these don't apply matte. I feel like they're more of a satin finish that have a slight sheen on the face, and they're not like an overpowering sheen. It's more of a hint of a sheen, which is actually really good. And I like the formula quite a bit. I like that it's very buildable. I like that you can easily control the color. You can go very sheer, or you can go really bold and dramatic and go really opaque with these. And from my experience just wearing them for the past couple of days, they fade beautifully on the skin after about 9 hours, and they don't look patchy on the skin after that. So the first blush that I got is Fleeting Romance, and this is described as a coral, and I don't really think I have anything similar to this. I feel like all the coral blushes that I own are very bright, but this one looks a little bit more of a natural coral, and I love that it's pretty muted, which means that it's really easy to wear throughout the day. And if you're the type of person who doesn't really like to necessarily rock bright colors every single day, but you still want to rock that coral color but still want to go on the more muted side, then this might be your cup of tea. The next blush is the one that I'm wearing on my cheeks today, and this one is called Make You Mine, and this is described as a dirty salmon color. And right when I got this in the mail, I was immediately reminded of Tom Ford Stroked, and I mentioned that in my September favorites and used it in a tutorial the video before that. And since that one is limited edition and I love that color so much, I'm really glad that these two are so similar. I swatched them both side by side and you can't even tell the difference even when you put it on your cheeks. And so I'm really glad that I have an alternative blush like this for the fall, because I feel like I've been using Stroked non-stop ever since I got it, like every single day, and I don't want to use it all up just because it is limited edition. So if you didn't get a chance to get Tom Ford Stroked and you can't really find it anywhere, or if you don't have the budget for Tom Ford, then this one is definitely a great cheaper alternative, and it's permanent as well. So the last blush is this pink one called I'm a Lover, and this one is a light blue base cool toned pink color, and immediately when I swatched this in the back of my hand, I was reminded of Dior's Rosy Glow blush. And I'm not sure if it was discontinued or if it's limited edition, but it is one of my favorite pink blushes that's cool toned, and so definitely nice to have another one. So next I want to talk about the Pro Longwear lip liners, and like I said, they have 4 that are already in their original permanent collection, and then they have 2 brand new ones that are recent additions to their permanent collection. And I didn't get these spoken for just because I know I already have way too many vampy lip liners. Like I have Night Moth, Current, and then I have Talk That Talk from the Rihanna collection and so I feel like I'm pretty good in that department for now. So I only picked up one color, and this one is called Fashion Boost, and this one is a re-promoted color from the Retro Matte collection, and back then it was limited edition, so I'm really glad that they made it permanent this time. And I don't necessarily need this color, but I actually love the Pro Longwear Lip Liner formula compared to the original MAC formula. I feel like that one is a lot more drying, and this one applies much creamier, regardless of the fact that it has less product than the original lip liner. And I do prefer this formula. I feel like it's more opaque and it glides much smoother on the lips. It is what I used to line my lips today, and I used Heroine lipstick on top of it. And Fashion Boost is definitely a 100% dupe of the Heroine lip liner, so if you didn't get that, then this might be a good alternative. And this one is just pretty much the Pro Longwear version of Heroine lip liner. So last but definitely not the least, I have some lippies. And you know how much I love lipsticks, and I know how much you all love lipsticks, and we're all lipstick lovers here, and we cannot seem to get enough, and we cannot seem to stop ourselves from buying any more lipsticks that we could possibly ever use for our entire lifetime. And it is just a girl thing, I guess. So like I said, in this collection, MAC released 8 different matte lip colors, and one of them is permanent, which is Heroine, and it is what I'm wearing on my lips today. And it is this really vibrant and really bright violet color. To be honest, I'm a fan of the matte lipstick formula from MAC, mainly just because they come in a wide range of selection of colors that I can choose from, and I love that their colors are opaque, and most of the colors from their matte range are like brights and like really bold and dramatic, and I love that they're very pigmented colors, and generally they all apply very smoothly, with some exception. Probably like 25 to 30% of them are like dragging and tugging on the lips. The main problem that I have with their mattes is that it's not a very hydrating formula, and it is fairly comfortable on the lips on the first few hours of wear, but throughout the last few hours of wear, it usually lasts me about 6 hours before I have to reapply once again. And probably at that last hour, you can definitely feel that it is a little bit drying on the lips. However, I do prefer the matte formula from MAC compared to the retro matte formula from MAC, because that one is super drying, and that one is definitely not comfortable on the lips, and that one definitely tugs and pulls on the lips when you apply. I'm missing Fashion Revival, which I am so mad about because they messed up my order, and when it came in the mail, they sent me 2 of one of the colors, and then they forgot Fashion Revival, and I already called them and they said that they were going to send me one for free just because they messed up my order, but I do not know if I'm going to get it before Thursday, and so I really want to get this up before then. And if it arrives before Thursday, I'll probably have a snippet of what I think about the lip color and also some swatches and comparison swatches at the end. If not, I will probably have a link down below so that you can see it on my blog or something like that. The first color that I want to share with you is this one right here. This one is called Stalin Sepia, and this one is described as a dirty cement beige color, and this looks super similar to MAC's Riri Nude, and so if you missed out on the Rihanna craze last year, then this might be a good alternative for you. This one is definitely a touch darker, but they're both very similar in color. And then another color that's in the same color family but is definitely lighter is this one right here. This is a matte lipstick from NYX, and it's called Butter. The next lipstick is Pander Me, and this one is described as a soft peachy mocha color, and this one actually reminds me of Jane, which is an audacious lipstick from NARS that recently came out, and I think they're pretty similar to each other, except this one is a little bit warmer in tone. The next color is this one right here. This is called Novell Vogue, and this one is described as a soft blue pink color, and this one is probably one of the more unique ones that I got, and I don't think I have anything similar to this. I swatched this next to Anna Audacious lipstick from NARS, and that one is definitely darker and more mauvier than this one. In general, the lipsticks that I will be sharing with you in this video today are pretty dupeable in my opinion. So if you have the lip colors that I will share as dupes or comparisons to the matte lip colors from this collection, then you might want to skip the collection entirely. So the next lip color is Damn Glamorous, and this one is described as a bright red pink, and immediately I saw a comparison to La Precieuse from Chanel, which is also a matte lip color, and this one I believe is limited edition, and these are fairly similar to each other. And then I couldn't really find anything that was a red pink color. The closest one from MAC that I can compare this to is this one from the Archie collection. This one is called Ronnie Red, but this one is a lot more pink than a red, and so yeah, that's probably the closest MAC lip color that I compare it to. La Vie en Rouge is described as a bright orange coral color, and to me I feel like it has a hint of red in it, and the closest one that I can find to this color that I have in my stash is probably Party Parrot, but Party Parrot has a hint of pink in it, and La Vie en Rouge is more red than it is pink and actually doesn't have any pink in it. And then the other orange coral colors that I have on my stash, like Toxic Tail from MAC from the Venomous collection, or Watch Me Simmer from the Shop MAC Cook MAC collection, or even Toying Around, they're a little bit more orange than it is red, and La Vie en Rouge has a lot more red in it. And to be honest, I don't really think it makes a difference on the lips, and so if you have any of those that I just mentioned, then you can definitely get away without purchasing La Vie en Rouge. So the last lipstick that I want to share with you is this one right here. This is called Living Legend, and this one is described as a deep plum color, and I really wanted to see how this one compared to Talk That Talk lipstick from the Rihanna collection, and Talk That Talk is actually lighter, and so I wanted to find something that was dark, and so I had to dig into my vampy lipstick collection, and it's probably no surprise to you, but I definitely was surprised that I found something almost similar to Living Legend. So the one that I found similar to this is Dramatic Encounter, and this one came out in their Glamour Days collection back in 2012, and this was in their holiday collection. The only differences that I can see from these two colors is that this one has an amplified finish, and then this one has a matte finish, and then also this one is just a little bit more muted than Living Legend.
So I finally got Fashion Revival, so yay! Thank you, Mr. UPS man. So it's described as a deep raspberry color, and it reminded me a lot of a Rebel lipstick from MAC, but it has more red undertones than Rebel, and Rebel is more plum. And Sugar Plum Fairy from Wet n Wild is also similar, and just like Rebel, it's also more berry and plum than Fashion Revival, but is definitely lighter than both lipsticks.
So that is it for my thoughts on the matte lip collection from MAC, and I hope that you all liked it, and I hope that you found it helpful. And like I said, the blushes are all permanent, and the lip liners are all permanent, and then for the lip colors, all of them are limited edition except for Heroine. And in general, I think the lip colors are pretty dupeable, but that is all up to you, and so I hope that I gave you wise shopping choices and probably like good alternatives that you can find in store and probably in your stash. And so I hope that you all have a great day, and I will see you again soon. Bye!